Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
To the ground with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
Looking to throw, it's King. Takes the easy one to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Seminoles offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Corners are going to bail. Wide out in motion. On second down, wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Got his man quickly.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
This offense has a second down play. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And they sniff that draw out. When they draw you, you have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's King. Right down the middle. He's got it. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds in the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Quarterback checking the play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Power football with the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Pulls and fired complete. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quickly complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the misfire, now on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown Seminoles! What a catch and run for 6.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game today.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On the run, it's Haynes. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They'll try it on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
Looking to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down to the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Yellow Jackets get enough for the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm the defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The give to the left. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. On the move, it's Maddox. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Toss to the outside. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. He's got 59 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, Ituiangalele. Got his man on the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now first and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The give is to Williams. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. To the air, it's Ituiangalele. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Open runway ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finish shows just how potent they are. An 88-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Back to the ground game on the left. Finds a crease at the 20. He's piled up 82 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
How about the ball carrier on that explosive play? Backed up inside his own 10-yard line and is running out in the open field, making people miss, and finally giving his offense some room to operate, really get this drive going.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll try to get outside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab over the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback made himself at home in the pocket until the defense finally raided his house. Down he goes.
Great job in coverage by the defense. He just had nowhere to go with the ball.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's King. Looking downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down there and score a touchdown.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Got like that big, reliable security. That's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Corner's going to give them room. Coming after him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's King. Going for it all. Makes the grab on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some real pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Give to the single back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Haynes. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Moving away from pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holmes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you scored here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Back to throw. It's Uiagalelei. Makes the grab on the left. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Finds the tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Second down coming up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Knowles will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return, it's Boyd. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit pressure on the quarterback.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Running it back, it's Benson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And now on second down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Uiagalelei. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Green. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now on second down. Looking to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Hill. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And chunk plays on the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Caught on the outside, it's Brown. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Tuafili. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A 3rd and long coming up here. Charcoal. To throw, it's Uiagalelei. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Between the uprights, it's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room.
Now look, as a quarterback myself, I would like to kind of keep the pedal to the metal and go 2-minute here and try to generate some more points. But listen, there's no harm in taking the lead into the locker room. We've done a lot of really good things so far. Just be happy about that.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out. And through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles have it back quarterback, they'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Douglas. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the lone running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Quarterback will audible. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Pressure coming. Going deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're trying to, and they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. On the return, it's Holmes. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Pulls and fires complete. And tackled there by the defense. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
And they got him for the sack.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They're setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Noles are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. Good, solid tackle.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
Got enough space. Touchdown, no! And that one will give them the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Trying to surge it in. He'll be stopped short, and the two-point try goes awry, and this lead remains at 1. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
The give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The the big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. The Yellow Jackets will keep this drive going. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's King. He fires one deep down the right side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Quick handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little.
The expressway is wide open. At the 20. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. On the ground, it's Haynes. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Right back to the well. Hard running there. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job on front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The back goes in motion. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
To the air, it's King. Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. The give and the run on fourth down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the 1st down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
The Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This should be the last play of the quarter. Defense not showing press coverage. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. At the 35, he's open. Afterburner's coming. The 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's King. Dances away to buy time. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he intercepts it. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Try, lets it fly deep downfield. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover. Best case scenario. Offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
His These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Now the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, they tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play. It's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to pass, it's King. He fires to the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things coming.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires on the move. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
Kick catch interference. Kicking kick.
Too much contact after the fair catch signal, and it'll cost him here. 1st down for this offense. Quick strike complete.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. They'll try the counter. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Uiagalelei. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
When I shot fighting a crease to go get that first day, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
They'll try the run. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runs. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
To the ground, he's got it again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They'll throw it from the red zone. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Handoff to the single running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking downfield, it's King. Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. These corners backing off a bit. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Looking for a man. It's Uiagalelei. Got the quick pass. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. quickly complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this field goal might not put the game in the freezer, but it would ice it down pretty good. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. Late in the bunch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Kane. He's going up top here late in the game. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over and establish? And now you'll choose to create. Congratulations. It's
Here we go.